Welcome back as we go back to another contest as we react to a recap of the results from Eurovision 2004. So let's press play and see what songs we remember. Alright, so this one came last in one semi-final that year. Yeah, it's not sounding great, is it? I'm afraid. Slovenia. I remember this one. It's quite cute. She has a sort of Shakira twang to her voice. Monaco. Sounds decent. Unfortunately, they never qualified during their brief return in the noughties. Belarus. Now Andorra, they were very good in their noughties debut until they left in 2009. Always underrated. I remember I liked this one. Latvia. I don't really remember this one. The melody has I briefly recollect the melody, but yeah, Lithuania. Some very strange backing dancing going on here. Portugal. I remember I found this one quite annoying, actually. I only just missed out on qualifying though, I think. Finland here, definitely not one of their best either. You can understand why it didn't qualify. Denmark. Just quite generic, isn't it? Israel. Yeah, not my cup of tea, this one either. Now Estonia, which was in the local Voro language. It's certainly different. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but we like it when we get to try something different. Now we're into the finalists. Norway came last, as they often have done, unfortunately. Sounds okay, but yeah, nothing especially memorable. Ireland, sticking to their male balladeer that they often did in the 2000s. It didn't work in that year. Now Belgium, I seem to remember this was a favourite, and I like it, but it doesn't scream winner, certainly from this performance, although I think 22nd was a bit harsh for it. I like the melody of this one. Now I remember this one had a nice melody as well, just like Austria that came before it. But yeah, it's not incredibly votable, so it's understandable why it came towards the bottom of the pack. Now Yonsei, who we remember more recently from 2012 with Never Forget. Never Forget is much more my cup of tea than this one. Now Romania. I remember this one, I liked it. Nothing that out of the box, but decent performance. Poland. Now, I remember this is one of my favourites. She's got a very unique voice, very catchy, quite different with its orchestral sound. Shame this didn't do a bit better. Now, this was the UK's comeback after the nil point the year before. Nice, solidly performed song from James, who was on our version of Fame Academy. Yeah, I remember this French performance just from the lady dancing on the stilts. It's a nice song there, nicely performed. Now this is one of Macedonia's best entries. Nice ethnic-y sounds, very catchy, well performed. So Croatia. Now this one I don't really like, unfortunately. I just don't really like his voice, unfortunately. Now Malta. This is very classic Eurovision-y. Not my cup of tea, but it's still quite fun to watch. Now Russia was like an Avril Lavigne type song. I remember I liked this much more studio version wise than this live performance, which I think would have been improved. Spain, very Spanish. It's always good when they bring their national flavour. Solid performance, solid song. Now, Bosnia and Herzegovina. I don't like this one at all. I preferred it when he came back a few years ago with Dalal. Yeah, I'm surprised this did well as it did. Germany. I didn't like this one either. I just find it quite out of tune in places. I like how stripped back it is. It's very different. But yeah, some of the vocals needed a lot of work. Albania's debut, and still one of my favourite Albanian entries to this day. So uplifting, very fun to watch, well sung, great debut entry. Sweden with a Polish pop song as always, not one of my favourite Swedish entries, but it's solid, and you always know what you're going to get with Sweden. Cyprus, this was their joint best finish I think until Fuego came along recently. Beautiful ballad, nicely sung. I think she was only 16 and it's glad to see Cyprus do so well there. Now Turkey's home entry, something very different. I think they were really well known in Turkey, and yeah, it deserved to do well. It's a very polished performance, very catchy. Now Greece with Sakis. I preferred his song in 2009 to this one. This one's a bit too repetitive for me. Now Serbia and Montenegro with Željko. At the time I don't think I understood this, I was too young, but listen to it now, it's got that lovely Balkan flavour. And you can see why I did so well. And now we have our winner, which was Ukraine and Ruslana. Completely the standout song of this year. And you just can't imagine this not winning. It's fantastic. So that was our little run through of the results from 2004. And now we're going to run a little vote, just like we did last time, where you can tell us who your favourite entries were. So check out the link in the description below, and thank you for watching this reaction.